Good afternoon, my fellow Toastmasters and guests. Before coming to America to join my wife, I decided to do my homework because I wanted to fully integrate into the American lifestyle and be a successful immigrant. I found out that in Los Angeles, there are a lot of job opportunities. So I read about the Los Angeles economy, geography, people, and culture. In July of 2003, I moved from Manila to Los Angeles. And as part of doing my homework, I became very observant. I observed that in Los Angeles, everyone wears a t-shirt with the name Bryant at the back. And so therefore I concluded that everyone is related to Kobe. I also observed that everyone wears a baseball cap with the name Dodgers. And so I was thinking, maybe everyone here is trying to avoid the IRS. I also learned that in LA, the housing mortgage has an interest and they call it ARM, or adjustable rate mortgage. Or is it because houses in LA cost an arm and a leg? But after a while, I learned that I did my homework very badly. It was only when my coworker overheard me talk to a bunch of tourists that I found out how badly I did my homework. For example, I didn't know that Rodeo Drive is not a hangout for cowboys, and Target is not a firing range, and Olive Garden is not an Italian farm. PetSmart is not a school for pets. Panda Express is not a transport company for pandas. And there are no cows in Dairy Queen. I also learned that P.F. Chang's is not owned by the tennis champion Michael Chang. Lowe's is not owned by the actor Rob Lowe. Cox Cable is not owned by Larry the Cable Guy. And I also learned that Carson City is not owned by Johnny Carson. And Hollywood is not owned by Holly Manson. I also learned that Victoria's Secret is not a bedroom secret. And Walmart is not an adult store. Because at first I thought it's an adult store because adults shop in Walmart, so it's an adult store. But eventually, I had a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions as to a lot of things as I do my homework. For example, why do they call it the World Series when all the players are from America? Why do they call it football when everyone holds their hands while they play the ball? Why do they call it the New York Giants when they're just as tall as you and me? Why do they call it the Buffalo Chicken Wings when buffaloes are chicken and they cannot fly? Why do they call it Eggs Benedict when it's Adam and not Benedict who cook the eggs? Why do they call it root beer when it's not from a root and it doesn't have alcohol? But I was able to figure out some things just the same. Like, for example, going postal doesn't mean you have to go to the post office. Or a drive-through is a place where you shoot money for burgers. And a drive-by is where you shoot bullets in exchange for money. And a drive-in is a place where you see a drive-through and a drive-by on a big screen. But still, as I do my homework, there are some things that I still can't catch. I still have a lot of questions. Like, for example, take American English. Why do we say, how's it going? When we know that the restaurant worker is going to serve the same food to the same customers for the next 10 years? Or why do we greet our coworkers at the end of the day, see you around, when we know that they're going home and they're really tired Is it because we want them to come around and work again without even eating their dinner? Or this expression, and this really cracks me up. Why do we call laughter laughter when we're happy, but manslaughter is pronounced differently? Can't we say a criminal is guilty of manslaughter? But I still do my homework, I observe every day, but just make sure that you're not around when I ask a few more questions. Thank you very much.